Hi, this is Jason Lyons, sales engineer with Solid State Networks, and I'm going to do a demo of creating a client, a download client for the patch system. In the previous video, we walked through the process of creating a patch with the patch assistant, so now we're going to be downloading them with a client. In the SDK samples that you get with the direct binary files, you'll see a single sample. It's basically a sample of a downloader that is set up for a single content object, and that's what this directory here is. Really, there's really not a whole lot to it. There's the EULA, which is optional, the HTML folder, which is where all of the UI settings and everything else are configured, and then the main file to edit is the launcher.config. In here there's a number of settings, file or the registry path where settings will be saved, ports that will be used, the behavior of the minimize function, whether it goes to the system tray or the start menu, whether EULA is displayed, whether downloading can be done while the game is running to download subsequent patches. There's some layout settings. This is the relative path to the HTML file that will define the starting point for the UI. Dimensions of the dialog box. This setting is for regularly shaped dialogues. All these settings are documented in the documentation if you need more information. The executable to run when the play button is clicked is defined here. And all these paths are relative to the launcher runtime folder. The most important setting is going to be the updater block here, where the target is set as the package list file that is generated in the patch assistant when you're creating a new patch project. So that's really all there is to it. So all these settings have been updated to point to the patch that we generated in the patch assistant demo, and I'll run the launcher. You can see we have some irregular shaped dialogues, rounded corners here. There, it's already downloaded and installed. And I don't know if you can see it here. And here's an icon that was created that points to the process monitor, which is the content of our demo patch here. So now you can see if you hit the play button, we get process monitor. It comes up. It's already been downloaded and installed, and everything works. So that's all there is to that. The last thing to do with the launcher is going to be bundle it up into a single executable for deployment. That's under the product management and patch assistant. There's a create bootstrap installer. Basically, you're just going to set the file location of the downloader, and you can put a banner in this the bootloader. Just any graphics file will work here. Set the dimensions for the image, and the last thing is going to be to define the file that we want the bootloader to launch, and in this case it's going to be launcher.ui.exe. So our file's been created, and now test.exe is everything that you need to deploy this launcher. Some of the things that you might want to do with this file once it's been created is to change the icon, which you can use ResHacker or any other resource editor program to change the icon there. And then the last thing that we recommend doing is signing this executable with with certificate that is, acquired by your company or whoever to verify the integrity of the executable. And that is all there is to setting up a client in the current direct patch system.